Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, as we planned to integrate the UI or the user interface of the application, actually we will be we have built-in template which we have to implement in the Laravel application. But before we jump into that, I want to do another thing, that is to integrate the relationships between the migrations that we created in the models, so that later on it will be easy for us to manage the things. So you might know, like, whenever we create we have so many like relationships, right? A story belongs to user and story has comments, likes and stuff like that. So that's what we have to implement. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video. So let's just jump in. We'll start off with the story. So in Laravel we can auto complete that. So story has relationship with the user model, and this is belongs to relationship. I will import that um, from here database eloquent, and relationship belongs to, that is not mandatory, like we can ignore that as well, but it's good to have that. So then we will have user ID here, and the other key is definitely the ID, so we don't need to pass that. Now we will need that in most of the models, so I will copy this. We will go to saved post. We have relationship with the users model, so I will paste that and import the belongs to. Then I will go to media, and here we have the relationship with the with the post, as we have post ID, so I will do post and then import that. Here we will have post model, and this is the post ID. I will save that, and then we have the post, so it has a relationship with the user. I will import a belongs to, and then here we have likes, comments. We can integrate like the uh, one to many relationships as well, like it can belongs to group ID, so we can integrate that. So we'll pass this, or let's use group and get the group that owns this that owns this post, and then belongs to is imported, and this is the group model, and this is the group ID. Now we will do the same for uh, pages. So as we have boolean values for that, so that's why I have to do that. Page and page, this is page ID. And then what we have here, we can integrate the comments as well, or we can get that from the another way as well. Let's go to likes. Here we will need the relationship with the page as well as user. So page belongs to should be imported, and then page model, and then page ID here, and that's it. Now we will do the same for the user. So user that owns this page like, and then user model, and import it here as well, user model, and this is the user ID. So now I will save that. Come to page. Page belongs to user, as we have the user ID here. So I will paste this thing, and this is a user, and this is page. Page import belongs to, and user, not page, and this is user ID. So I will import user ID here. Then we have the relationship like page has many posts, so we can integrate that as well. So I will call the has many relationship, and this is posts, post model, and the origin key will be post ID, or we can ignore that. because we are using the Laravel procedure that is model and then underscore ID, like post ID and user underscore ID and stuff like that. And then uh, we have members as well. So do we have, for page we have followers, but let's ignore that for now. Then we have notification. Notification has notification belongs to user, so we will integrate that. Import belongs to and has relationship with the user model, and this is the user ID, not in capital. So this is a notification user that owns this notification. Most of them has a relationship with the user, so I will copy this. Come to likes. As you can see, like belongs to a user, so I will integrate that. And then group member also includes this, so I will paste that here. And in the same for group belongs to a user, so I will do that. And this is group. Then print also has a user ID. The print ID is duplicated. I will comment that and remove it. I will include the belongs to, and that's it. Then follower, so following ID and follower ID, that is also a relationship with the user model, because these two are the user IDs. So then let's come to the I will come here to the followers after this. So I will paste this because I have copied this default and I have to integrate this into most of them. And comment belongs to post as well, or post can have many comments. I think we need that one, but yes. So I will integrate the has many relationship. Comment belongs to a post, so belongs to post and post model, and origin key can be ignored because we are here. We also don't need that, but I just integrated that. It's not a big deal. Now we have added the required relationships, so now we can like carry on with the UI integration. And before we jump into there, let me show you how is the default UI of this application. So I'm in the current directory where I have this application connect me, and I will start the PHP development server. So the command for that is php artisan serve. I will fire up the XAMPP database management system or XAMPP server, and I will start those services. And I can visit the application by going to this link, so I will click that. And here we have the Laravel 10 uh, default UI. Now for authentication, I am planning to use the Laravel Breeze. It comes with the login and logout and functionality like that, so I will integrate that. So let's do that. I will stop the server by Control C, and I will install the Breeze. So composer require Laravel slash Breeze, and that will install the Laravel Breeze for me. And once that's done, we need to configure the things. So let's wait for that. All right, that is done. So now we need to use like the PHP artisan Breeze install that is out, I guess. And now not out. So if I hit enter with that, yeah, I want to use blade files, so I will choose 0 and carry on. Dark mode, yes. Yeah, I do want to use. No, I don't want to use dark. That's up to us. Yeah, PHP unit, no. And as we are going to be creating um, our own user interface, we will be integrating the template that we have, so we don't need the npm modules and stuff like that. I'm gonna ignore that. I will only need the authentication classes and functionality of the breeze. So, and I guess it have profile and things like that as well. But I will just use the authentication of the breeze. Now that is done. So now if I do, I think PHP, if I migrate the migration, if they have any migration, yep, left, uh, all of the migration are now migrated. So if I now start the development server and visit the website, PHP artisan server, and visit the website, refresh the page, and let's see. As you can see now we have register and login button. So if I click on register, let's see. As you can see now we have the default and the breeze default registration button and already registered. Then it will redirect me to the login page. Let's click on that, and as you can see here we are on the login, but we are not going to use this, so that's why I'm going to ignore the uh, this kind of thing. So I will close everything, and yeah, I think in the next video we can carry on from here, like integrating the actual the user interface. So I will see you there.